Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here. Now, our first story of today comes from Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. So I'm sure you all know that the Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather boxing match took place tonight. And there was no knockout. This match lasted the full 8 rounds. Logan Paul went the distance with Floyd Mayweather. And because there was no judges for this fight, there was no official winner that was announced. So it's technically up in the air, but if you actually look at the stats, you can see that Logan Paul threw twice as many punches as Floyd, but he landed less punches overall. Logan Paul had missed a lot of punches, and it looks like he gassed himself out, and especially towards the later rounds, Logan Paul looked completely gassed out. It looked like he had nothing left in the tank, and both fighters were constantly clinching each other, and this made for a lot of memes on Twitter because people were just saying this looks like a hugging match. It doesn't look like an actual boxing match, but many experts think that this is because Logan Paul was just way too tired by the end, and he only had his size and weight to rely on at that point. So every time they were clinching, it gave Logan a chance to catch his breath a little bit more. And there also was a lot of people saying that Floyd was not trying his hardest. It just didn't seem like he was tired at all, especially even towards the end of the fight. It seemed like he was very calm and composed the whole time, while it looked like Logan was just extremely exhausted by the end here. Now, the minute the fight ended, Logan Paul's former opponent KSI tweeted this out. He says, "I just woke up. What did I miss?" But many YouTubers are just congratulating Logan for going the distance, for going the full 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. And it looks like Keemstar agrees with everyone here. He is impressed that Logan Paul actually went this far with Floyd Mayweather. Just watch this.
Okay, here are my final thoughts. I mean, I got a lot of thoughts, but here are my final thoughts. Obviously, Mayweather is the better boxer. Obviously, right? It's not even up for debate, all right? You know, if this went to the judges, Mayweather easily won this fight, right? But come on. A YouTuber, Logan fucking Paul, just went a full 8 rounds with Mayweather. Mayweather didn't knock him out. Now, Mayweather was clearly trolling him in the early rounds. We all know this. We all know this, all right? Dude, KSI, I just got a notification. KSI just tweeted, "I just woke up. What I miss?" So now KSI is trolling Logan. Listen, guys, come on. Can we please just give some love and respect out to Logan Paul for this, you know, for surviving, for doing this fucking thing. You know, I'm proud of the boy. I'm proud of YouTubers. I'm proud of what YouTubers can do. And I'm fucking happy for Logan Paul tonight.
The well-known streamer Courage tweeted this out. He says, "There are 2 winners tonight, Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. They just made so much money." And that's right. There are already estimates coming out on how much money Floyd and Logan actually made off this fight. And some people are estimating around $100 million off of the pay-per-view itself. So even though people were congratulating Logan Paul for going the distance during this fight, people still felt like Floyd Mayweather had won. He just landed a lot more punches. And he obviously was nowhere near as tired as Logan Paul at the end here. But Logan's brother Jake Paul had a different opinion here. He tweeted this out a few minutes after the fight ended. He says, 50-1. Holy fuck. My brother just beat Floyd Mayweather. And this tweet completely blew up in only a few minutes. And lots of people are responding to Jake's tweet, just completely disagreeing with him, saying that there is no way that Logan Paul actually beat Floyd Mayweather. He might have gone the distance, but Floyd himself just looked so much more composed by the end of the fight. Now, the next story for today's video comes from the YouTuber and streamer known as Neeko. Now, for those of you who don't know who Neeko is, she is the OK Boomer girl. She blew up off making a TikTok where she was supporting Bernie Sanders, and this made over 50 million views on Twitter. It completely blew up, and Neeko has consistently been very critical of rich people. She's worn shirts that say tax the rich. She's also joked about eating the rich on her stream, and she's definitely been very critical of billionaires and people with lots of money who have huge mansions like Jeff Bezos. Well, in the past week, Neeko has been showing off different things that she's bought for herself. Just last week, she tweeted out saying she bought a new BMW, and just a few days ago, Neeko posted a vlog showing off her new apartment, which is apparently worth $2 million. So while Neeko has been very critical and has spoken out against rich people, it almost seems like she herself is now very rich, and she is now buying a lot of these very luxurious things that these rich people have. And this has led to Neeko getting a ton of backlash over the past few days. There's been so many people over Twitter calling Neeko a hypocrite. Actually, one person tweeted out saying, "Neeko in 2020, she says eat the rich. Neeko in 2021, here's my $2 million apartment." People were even saying that Neeko had moved to Texas taxes to avoid state income taxes herself. And there was so much controversy surrounding this situation that even Fox News picked up on the story, like turning it into a political thing because she supported Bernie Sanders. I mean, this was literally everywhere over the past few days. And Neeko's $2 million apartment tour vlog has over 30,000 dislikes on YouTube right now. I mean, people are just very upset with her over this. Now, the YouTuber known as Jay Aubrey made a tweet about this, and he showed two different pictures here. One of them with her wearing a shirt saying tax the rich, and the other one with her $2 million apartment tour. Now, this tweet did blow up, and actually shortly after he tweeted this, she unfollowed him on Twitter. He tweeted out saying story in 3 parts, showing that she follows him. He tweeted that, and she unfollowed him, and this tweet has over 140,000 likes. So it looks like Neeko has been either unfollowing or blocking people who are criticizing her for this. Actually, the streamer Selma tweeted about this, and she was showing different pictures of Neeko where she was just being completely contradictory to what she said in the past. And shortly after Selma tweeted this, Neeko not only unfollowed her, but blocked her on Twitter, and then apparently Neeko also blocked her on her second account. So clearly Neeko has been getting a ton of backlash over this whole situation, and today I asked her for her response to this situation, and I asked her if she was just criticizing the system here, and she says, "Hey Scares, yeah, that's exactly right. I'm in favor of social programs that benefit everyone, and obviously those programs need proper funding. I'm of course in a much better financial position now than when I made the OK Boomer TikTok, but that hasn't changed my opinion on the statement tax the rich. Just because someone has financial success doesn't mean they can't support taxing the wealthy and the funding of social programs. Also, there's more people saying that I moved to Texas to avoid taxes, which isn't true. I lived here when I posted the OK Boomer video. It's even tagged on the tweet. And at the time, I had little to no money." Okay, so it looks like what Neeko is saying here is that even if the system changed to where it was disadvantageous for her and that she had to pay higher taxes to fund some of these programs, she would still be okay with it, and that her opinion on taxing the rich has not changed. Now, the next story for today's video comes from the YouTuber known as MrTLexify. Now, he has a huge channel. You might know him from his Call of Duty Zombies videos. I mean, these videos make millions of views. He's very well known in the gaming scene on YouTube, and recently he has had some very serious issues with YouTube. It looks like he's run into the same problem that a lot of big YouTubers have had with YouTube recently. YouTubers like Muda have made videos on this, where YouTube is actually falsely taking down people's videos for a community guidelines violation. Now, this guy made a video where he was reacting to All Gas No Brakes, and he had his video taken down for medical misinformation when that clearly was not the case. So he appealed this violation from YouTube, and he said that this is not medical misinformation, and YouTube immediately rejected his appeal. And this is the same issue that's been happening with so many big YouTubers lately. Just watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have had it. I'm not happy with YouTube. This is not going to be a zombies video. This is not going to be a Call of Duty video. This is literally going to be a video about how YouTube is not compliant with its creators. And this is not the first time this has happened. This has happened multiple times. I know Mudahar made an excellent video about how YouTube is sending out copyright strikes and how he is essentially done with the platform, as you can see here. And also, as you can see here, where YouTube responds to me, well, guess what? The exact same thing that happened to Mudahar just happened to my second channel. And because I don't have the same outreach as Mudahar, I believe that I am going to suffer the consequences that I don't deserve. It was a video where I reacted to All Gas No Brakes, and essentially, if you don't know what that is, he's just a reporter that goes around and reports about people. He doesn't even say anything. He was wearing a mask in this video. I didn't even say anything about the virus in this entire video, yet I get called out that I'm going against the authorities of the World Health Organization? And this is the worst part about it at all. I couldn't even stream as well today. That was the problem. It wasn't related to do this. But I don't have my original Twitter, so I don't even have the same outreach as I used to. I can't even get in touch with Twitter. And that is why I ask you guys, please get me in touch with someone like Mudahar, someone who has actually had contact with YouTube, because this is ridiculous. Instantly, I submitted an appeal, and I got an email that said that they just essentially rejected me. I could I instantly tell you guys that when I got this email, it wasn't from a human being. It was from some sort of bot that just instantly rejected my video. I don't understand why this has even happened.
Now, speaking of YouTube, it looks like the massive YouTuber Matthew Santoro recently has some dirt on someone in YouTube. I mean, this is really strange. He tweeted out yesterday saying, does anyone know if there's a safe avenue to expose a YouTube employee without putting my channel in jeopardy? Now, our final story for today comes from Twitch. So I'm sure you all know that over the past year, a lot of Twitch streamers have had a lot of difficulties with Twitch's DMCA system. What's happened is streamers over the past few years have played copyrighted music on their streams and they haven't had to worry about it. But last year, music labels started to go after streamers for using copyrighted music on their streams and in their VODs. So a lot of streamers had to delete all of their old VODs. Some of these were thousands and thousands of videos. And even after some of these streamers deleted their videos, they were still getting DMCA takedowns, and some of these streamers' channels were even in jeopardy because of this. So what Twitch did to combat this is they made their own soundtrack that all streamers can use on their streams, and Twitch says that these streamers will be okay if you use the music in their own soundtrack. Well, it turns out that a huge poker streamer known as Kevin Martin is now getting his VODs taken down from using Twitch's own music in their soundtrack. He says, with no warning, my Twitch account has been threatened with termination for using a song and product that Twitch gave to streamers and advertised it as safe. This video has over 300,000 views on Twitter. Just watch this.
I gotta show this to you. This is nuts. So this is the email I received this morning. Kevin Martin, you have 2 copyright strikes. If you accumulate a third, your account will be terminated. Your account will be terminated. Wow. Everything I've built up is just in the balance here. 2 strikes, it's baseball rule. 1 more fastball from Jimmy Johnson, a left-handed slide, and you're fucking out of here. I can't believe they sent this with this language. No contact, by the way. I've been a 6-year Twitch streamer, big-time partner, massive streamer. No contact at all. They just sent this. So I'm saying, what's going on here? How is this possible? And then I realized the only music I've played is this. Check this out. This is where it gets really crazy. This is insane. So Twitch, to solve this DMCA issue, they released basically a Spotify knockoff. Here's what they released. They released Soundtrack by Twitch Beta, basically a Spotify knockoff, and they gave it to streamers, and this is how they advertised it. A rights-cleared music tool designed for Twitch creators. Oh, so this seems safe for me, right? They advertised this as a safe form of music for me to play. This is the only thing that I have ever played on my stream recently. So I was shocked that the second copyright strike came from a video in May. I said, how is that possible? I've only played music from Soundtrack by Twitch. So I went digging. We put on our little Sherlock Holmes cap and we got investigating. So this was the song that apparently triggered the second copyright strike. Better Together by James Hayden. Better Together by James Hayden. Look at this. So this is the Twitch beta thing that they have promoted as safe for streamers. You scroll a little down on this playlist and look at this. Our friend James Hayden makes an appearance. Better Together. Here it is. So basically, I got a strike and my account is in danger of termination because I used a product that Twitch advertised as safe for content creators. And now Twitch is threatening the termination of my account because of this. Come on, man. Who's running this company? Literally, what is going on?
So it turns out that Twitch's soundtrack is actually only okay for live streams, and if you save the VOD on your channel, you run the risk of getting it taken down, and your channel might be put in jeopardy. One person responded saying, Twitch's soundtrack is only copyright cleared for live performances, not VODs and videos. Kevin Martin responded saying, thanks for the info. It's still insanity all around from Twitch's perspective. They could not have handled the DMCA issue worse. And that's it for our video today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Peace.